So at the performance Polestars, we have the Brembo calipers, and it could be difficult to find aftermarket wheels. So this is just measuring the space for the performance calipers. So if I measure from the center of the hub, from the logo on the wheel, I can see that the caliper starts at 12 centimeters. It has a peak around 14, then it ends at 18.5 somewhere. And the performance wheels, they have a 4mm clearance. If you have less than 4mm on your wheels, it's probably because you have your rear wheels at the front axle by mistake. Because the rear wheels, the 9-inch rear wheels, have a smaller space here to the Brembo calipers if you use them on the front. Anyway, now I will take this wheel off and measure the space that the performance wheels have at these distances. If I now measure the inside of the front rim at these 3 positions from the surface that touches the car, I see that at the 12 centimeter position I can read 43 millimeters. And since we had a 4mm clearance, I wouldn't go below 41, 42. So the performance wheel, they have 43 at the 12 centimeter position. At the 14 centimeter position, I read 49. So I wouldn't go below 47. And at the outer position, 18 centimeters, I read 52. So I wouldn't go below 50. So now if we want to measure a different wheel, an aftermarket wheel, I need to find those positions again. 12 centimeters out, 14 centimeters out, and 18. So this wheel has spokes turning in again. So then the outer marking 18 centimeter is still interesting, even though it's the less problem position on the performance wheels. So this wheel is actually 18-inch, so it's too small anyway, but it proves another problem you normally get when you try to measure inside wheels. So different tools will be too long. So like this traditional tool, I cannot use it because it's too long. And even though a flexible tape measure thing is useful, it's not always optimal to have it flexible. So what normally happens is that you need to sacrifice one of these. I already did, obviously, because I'm missing the other end of it. So in this case, I need to sacrifice also this end to have a short but rigid measuring device. And to find the center of the center bore is difficult in mid-air here. So I need to start by checking the center hole. And even though on the Polestar it's a 63.4 center bore and hub of the wheel, it's actually easier to measure this edge. I'll show you with the pen. So this outer edge, there's always a cone of some kind in the hole. So if I measure the outer edge of this cone and hole, I see it's 80 millimeters. 80 millimeters. So obviously 40 millimeters is the center. So then I will align my... this is not good. I need to turn it, just because this wheel has this air gaps in the surface. I will need to turn it. Let's see if any of the other spokes is... Oh, same problem. I will need to be here with my 40 millimeters. I will hold my... difficult. I will hold my measuring thing here. This will be tricky. At 40. And then I know I want to measure at 120. So 12 centimeters out. And I can see this is 45, 44. Let's see if I can use this. Yeah, just because it's 1 centimeter or more wide, it can reach here. So it's actually 47. So the Polestar Performance wheels, they had 43 at this position. This wheel has 47, so it will definitely clear. And if I measure at the 14 centimeter position, I'm about 50. The Polestar Performance wheel had 49, if I remember correctly, so this would also clear. And then at the 18 centimeter position, I made a mistake. I can't read it because I broke my measuring thing too short. So I'll buy 2 centimeters from here. I'll move this to 2 centimeters and I measure at 16.5, and that would be the same thing. So this is interesting. This wheel, because of the design, that outer point at 18.5 centimeter is actually at 40. So that could be very close to the Brembo calipers of a Polestar in this case. Anyway, this is just an example how to measure. Good luck with this, and hope you find some cool aftermarket wheels.